My name is Austin Giuliano. I'm a social media consultant, keynote speaker, and today I want to talk to you about, is Toastmasters worth it for you? So for those of you who don't know what Toastmasters is, it's an organization where a group of people meet every week or every other week and you support each other in your journey at overcoming your fear of public speaking and becoming a better public speaker. The first time I had to get up on stage and give my very first public speaking talk was petrifying. I walked up onto the stage and I was standing in a sea of strangers looking up at me, judging me. I heard the iridescent light flickering and I was sweaty. My palms were just soaked and they were gross. And I was nervous. I was shaking a little bit. The next thing I noticed was that my vision started to get fuzzy on the edges, and then it started getting black and it started going down just to a pinprick of light. And I realized that I was about to pass out on stage in front of everybody. Luckily, my brain kicked in and said, "Hey, Austin, you dum-dum, you forgot to breathe." So I took a big breath, opened up my mouth, and I started speaking. I don't really know what I said, I'm not gonna lie, but I do know that I stumbled and I fumbled and I forgot my words, but eventually I made it through and I was like, thank God this is over with. But I kind of realized that I needed to be better at this than what I currently was doing. Now, thankfully, over the years, I have become much better. This last year, I gave about 50 different talks. I've spoken to crowds of over 300 people. I've worked with organizations like TEDx. I have come a long way, but most importantly, I can summarize this down into certain things I've learned through Toastmasters, which you may also learn. I overcame my fear of public speaking. Now I get excited when I get to get up on stage, and it captivates a little spark inside of me, and I go, yes, I have this powerful message that I get to share with people. I get to inspire people. Oh my God, and it just lights me up. It used to scare me, and now I'm like, give me the mic, give me the opportunity, let's go. I've learned my unique style, my voice, and I've learned what works for me and not trying to be somebody else. Because that's one of the hardest things when I started, is I saw these other amazing people out there and I was like, I want to be just like you, and I started trying to be just like them. And then I started realizing that it's not about me trying to be them, it's about me trying to be me. And as soon as I did that, I got this little authentic voice inside of me that started growing and coming out, and I really got to start serving more people, which was amazing, seeing people respond and come up to me and be like, I want to be just like you. And I'm like, please, no, don't be just like me. Be you. That's where the awesome power is. And I learned that through Toastmasters. I've learned how to speak confidently and not stumble and fumble over my words. If you notice in this video, I will very rarely use the words and stumble, because Toastmasters actually teaches you how to recognize when you're going to say that, pause, collect your thoughts, and then continue. I've learned how to use my body language. I'm Italian, I speak with my hands, if you haven't noticed. And learn how to use not only my hands, but my whole body to convey a message. Learn how to use my tone of voice to speak with power and conviction. Sometimes some heartfelt emotion. Use some humor when I have it. I've also learned how to not freak out when I have to get up on stage and prepare a brand new speech. I can get up on stage with like 15 minutes notice and give a great talk, because I know how to organize and structure a speech so that way the audience gets that message they're looking for. And all of this is through Toastmasters, and it's skills that you can learn too. I've done 50 plus speeches this year. I promise you, if you work their system and do 50 plus speeches, you too will be able to get up on stage and not freak out and feel really comfortable with yourself. Here is how you can get the most out of Toastmasters if you do decide to join, because there's a lot to learn. Check out a bunch of different clubs. There are hundreds of clubs probably in your area if you're in a big city like Los Angeles or New York. If you're in a small city, there might be only one or two, but check them all out. There's a difference between every single club because there's different energy, there's different styles, there's different people. You have to find the one that works for you. Try and find both a small club and a big club to check out. A small club is great because it's going to give you many opportunities to step up and speak and be a leader. A big club is great because even though you won't have as many opportunities, generally speaking, the caliber of speaker is so much higher and you get to learn from them. You get to look at them and be inspired and want to show up. And if there's not that many speaking slots, you're going to want to be there every single time to get your chance to learn and develop. So look at both. I lucked out and got into one of the top clubs in my area with people who've been in that club for 25 years who are just next level speakers that inspire me to this day. But I've also become an area director and helped grow like 5 clubs in my area, some of them very small, and I see amazing speakers at every single level. Toastmasters is great because they have a system for you to get better. Now it's called Pathways, and it is a brilliant way of looking at yourself first and determining where you need to improve the most, and then kind of going through these different pathways to get you there. I would also recommend taking your skill sets of speaking outside of Toastmasters. There's contests that you can join them, push yourself. There's other opportunities for speaking, grab them. The more you get out there and you practice these skill sets, the better you're going to get. And then finally, do this. Give yourself a pat on the back. It's a journey. You're going to be your own worst critic. I understand it because I am my own worst critic. Give yourself a break. Join Toastmasters. Go, show up, have that accountability. One of the things that my club does that I love, and I wish more clubs did it, is they recorded everybody who is giving a talk. And then you can go back and look at your recording and determine what you like and what you don't like. When somebody gives you feedback, you can go look at it and be like, that person's spot on. Or worse, you could go look at it yourself and be like, oh man, I'm so cringy, I need to get better. But you can start seeing it and go, okay, I can get better. If you have that mentality, if you give yourself that pat on the back, it's going to work for you. If you're a part of Toastmasters or you're looking to join Toastmasters, do me a favor, hit that like button. I would deeply appreciate it. If you want more videos like this about how to become a better public speaker, build your brand using social media and public speaking, make sure to hit that subscribe button to get all future videos. Lastly, I got some awesome resources for you in the description, so go check them out. And if you're new to Toastmasters or you're learning public speaking, let me know what challenges you're having. Drop them in the comment. Tell me about your first talk. If you've recorded it, drop a link. I'd love to check it out.